I'm Melinda. I am part of the Southern Pines team, and I am glad to be with you guys today. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how easy it is to decorate for the holidays with fresh greens. You know, one of my favorite things to do in the wintertime is to liven up my indoor space with the beauty that surrounds us outdoors in the wintertime. And you know, that tradition of bringing in fresh greens from outdoors dates back hundreds of years. For many, all were signs of hope and rebirth to come. So the Romans first, and then later the Christians began to deck the halls with boughs of holly. That's a song, right? Truth to that, the Romans considered holly sacred and a good omen, representing lasting life. The belief was that these plants sheltered gods of growth and rejuvenation. The early Christians in Rome decorated their homes with holly as well, and it gradually became a Christmas symbol for Christianity as Christianity became the main religion. To the Christians, the holly, with its prickly thorns, as you can see right, where is some holly? Right here, they're very sharp, represented the crown of thorns on Jesus, and the red berries, the blood that Jesus shed. Any way you look at it, evergreens represent everlasting life and hope. Decorating with fresh cut greens is a beautiful and fragrant way to brighten up your space for the holidays. So, some things that you'll possibly need while doing this, and I just kind of want to show you some ideas because I want you to get outdoors and I want you to be creative with what surrounds you. So you definitely are going to need some garden shears right here, just some simple ones, small ones will do. I recommend having a pair of garden gloves because some of these, even the evergreens, we know the holly is very prickly, but even the evergreens can be very thorny or prickly and can break dry skin. So you want to make sure you have that. And then you want to also just kind of look around your house. Say, what do I want to decorate? You know, look for vessels such as this is just a old mug. Look for jars. You can see some jars up here. Old platters that maybe you could decorate, put a candle in the middle or an Advent wreath and decorate around that. Old pots. This is a pot that sits in my bathroom with a plant in it. And this time of year, I actually put greens in it in the bathroom. So those are the kind of things you want to look for. Also, if you're thinking about making a wreath, as this one here, all that you need is a simple grapevine wreath and possibly some floral wire. I have not used that here because I like to stick the evergreens through the grapevine and hold it that way because I like to redo this for the seasons. So anyway, you can, if you find that it's in a windy spot, you might find it beneficial to use the floral wire to attach some greens. Or if one's just being stubborn and keeps falling out, you can attach it with that. So your first step, gather greenery. I want to say that get outdoors. Often your own space, your own yard is where you're going to just find an abundance of natural beauty that is still green in the wintertime, right? So get out there and see what you have. You want to also take a walk. You might find some things in the neighborhood. Walking is great for us this time of year, but get out there, maybe gather some things. You also might have a neighbor. I actually have a magnolia tree in my yard, and my neighbor has holly. So we swap in the wintertime to bring things indoors. So you might want to swap with neighbors. Those are just some ideas. Some popular greens are pines. As you can see, this is a type of pine. Anything that you find, even a small pine cone on, is considered a pine. Some cedars. Anything that you find, well, a cedar's a cedar. You can smell it. So boxwood. Here's some boxwood from my yard. These are wonderful to make small wreaths that maybe hang in some windows. Holly, all types of holly out there. This is one type of holly. Trying to think, this is where's another type? I thought I had another type. Maybe I don't. But anyway, there's a variety of holly out there. Bring those in. And even junipers. If you notice, some junipers have those pretty little tiny blueberries. So those are often very beautiful to decorate your home with. Some of the things that people make, as we said, some people like to make wreaths or swags. Sometimes you can make centerpieces. Right here, up front here, you can see if you want to decorate your table, right? Depending on the length of your table, you can add candles, and you can just gently set some greens just all around the candles. Add in, magnolia leaves if you want. A lot of times people put in fruit, apples and pears, pine cones. You can add in, it's easy. These leaves just come right off. You can add just however you want. Make it as full as you want. You can take some of the berries off, insert the berries, just kind of lay them there. And it makes for a beautiful centerpiece. You don't have to have a big log to put them on, as some people might think. It can be very simple and very elegant and beautiful. Some people like to make swags, and then it's even nice to have some extra pieces to decorate gifts. As you can see right here, this is a homemade salt scrub, and here's some rosemary and some holly tied up, ready to go. You also might decide that you want to decorate some napkins to throw on the plates for having a holiday dinner. Here is rosemary and then juniper with some of wired twine. Here is just a simple cinnamon stick and some ribbon. So see what you have. You don't have to break the bank to do this, and just have fun with it. And you will be surprised how much you can bring indoor and change your indoor space for the winter. Again, think of things, in my neighborhood, we have tons of walnuts. You can bring those walnuts in and use them as like a base for inside jars. Actually, let me see. This is the one I want to show you. These are not walnuts, but these are almonds. So see what you have. If you have almonds, if you have pecans, you can use that as a base. Tie a ribbon around it and put it up on your mantle. Put it up on the windowsill. It just adds beauty. This particular one has wine corks in it. If you have wine corks sticking around, the wood makes it look like a natural element, and you can add that to your decorations. So as you can see, there's so much that you can do. I hope that this little demonstration inspires you to get outdoors, look around, and as we near the holidays, bring some things in. You can even do it for Thanksgiving, or take them up, do them again for Christmas. Couple things I want you to keep in mind when you're doing this is that evergreens can be very flammable. So you want to be mindful, you want to keep them away from any heat source. So, or be mindful if they are near a heat source, like candles or a fireplace. When those needles dry is when they become more flammable. So you want to go ahead and discard those at that time. The second thing I want you to keep in mind is also anything that has berries. There are some evergreens that are toxic. Typically the ones that have berries on them. So your hollies, your junipers, right? So if you have animals at home or you have small children that will be visiting, you want to make sure that those are out of reach to keep everyone safe. So I hope that you guys have fun with this, and we are just wishing you guys have a wonderful holiday season. Thank you.